Oh, he won't do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to good old Rocky Pod. Took a little break, but we're back. How we doing, gentlemen?
Good.
Good.
Welcome back, Caleb, with a good.
Caleb's cold. Well, football season's pretty much over. Got the bowl games left. So we lost to Missouri and Georgia and beat Vanderbilt. So go us,
Wow.
right?
Go Big Orange.
Real big orange.
Man, let's start with Missouri. Was that not to me? What, did I deviate from the outline?
Specifically,
Let's not relive the end of
Get-
the season. I think there was a reason why we didn't do podcasts.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's get back on track here. So, how'd you guys think the season went?
It was.
I'm going to let you go.
I mean, it was fine. What else is? I don't really know what there is to say. It was slightly disappointing. I'm not like
Weren't you the one who said 8-4 was fine?
it's fine. It's not. I mean, it's fine. The big problem is losing to Florida. Otherwise, it was fine.
You don't think
Yeah,
Missouri? I mean, not to
Well, I mean,
harp on
Missouri
the
was-
Missouri topic, but
I mean, of course, yeah, it'd be nice to win, but they were pretty good. So, like, I don't know. It's fine.
So no big deal.
I mean, I don't know. I just
tried our little hearts out. It's all that
we're
matters.
thoroughly mediocre. It's what it
If
is.
we had beat Florida, we would have been 9-3, and that would have been more than fine. I agree with that. Otherwise, I think it was probably the least memorable season I can remember.
That is a good
I like-
point.
Butch got us to 8-4 and then 9-4 twice. And I remember just about everything about 2015 and 2016. 2016 sucking a lot more than 15. But this one it had its moments, but at the end of the day, those moments came against Texas A&M and Kentucky. And it felt like a slog.
Yeah, there was nothing to really hang our hat on this season. Like, we didn't have the Bama win. We didn't have, beating Florida. None of that. It was just, it was a meh year.
We had the Sampson drive against Kentucky, which he won the game basically on his own.
And then disappeared.
We
Yeah.
That's a good topic. What's your favorite moment of the year? I think the first thing that came to my mind was the D. Williams punt return against A&M.
That was your favorite?
I don't know. Maybe first thing that came to mind.
No, that's up there. It's weird. The first thing that came to my mind was Texas. It wasn't even us. It was Texas A&M's quarterback somehow throwing a ball at a 90-degree angle to the ground. I literally could not believe he did that.
Was wild. I think
But-
my favorite... Oh, sorry, Chris. You go ahead.
No. I have none. Go ahead.
Well, I don't either, so that's why I was deflecting to you. Caleb, what was your second favorite moment?
And third and fourth and fifth while we're thinking.
Probably the Joe Milton touchdown pass at the end of the first half against Alabama.
Oh, I
If-
mean, which one? He threw so many this year. Oh, an Alabama. Okay, yeah, got you.
It was a top 5 throw on the year. I'm shocked at how you can remember. Like, truly, so much is not coming back to me. They were just so uninspiring.
Yeah, I don't...
But that was, now that you say it, that was one of his best throws of the year. Wish we could have held on.
Me too.
Would have been nice. If we do that, there is no dumb debate at the end of. We probably ended up destroying the ACC by that happening. Auburn had as much to do with it as that, but us not holding on and beating Alabama meant Florida State did not get into the playoff, which means Florida State, the whole college football world saying to, or at least the committee saying to Florida State and really to the ACC, this is what you are, this is what you're worth, and that is going to end up imploding the whole thing.
That's interesting.
I've been thinking a lot about why, Florida State being in the situation that they're in. They already went out, but I think that this is going to expedite that timetable.
Is it though? I mean, now they have an automatic bid starting next year, though.
And well, okay, yeah, but they're still stuck in their grant of rights. They're still stuck in they're not going to be among the top.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying.
I don't know. It was like a perfect storm, the playoff thing. Like literally every other year of the playoff, they got lucky that it all kind of worked out in the last week. This is the 1 out of 10 years that didn't work out. So
got lucky that South Carolina got Michigan's.
So my favorite moment was when we wore orange and white for the first time in October at home. That was fun. Okay, back to a playoff.
Matt answer ever.
I mean, I don't remember any much. Like, there's a couple of the right runs that I enjoyed, but other than that, I don't know. Man.
Yeah.
Has Joe announced that he's sitting out the bowl game yet? Please.
No, he's playing.
Why? Why? He got a Senior Bowl invite. What else do you need?
He needs to shoot the arrow one more time, Matt.
Oh, please don't. Yeah, go crown yourself somewhere else, buddy. I don't want that shit on my team. Our team. Tired of it.
He really should have picked a better celebration. It's doing the Garantano was not the.
I mean, it's so overdone now. Everybody does it. You see
Does
kickers throwing fake field goals. Oh, yeah. Like, okay, Robin Hood, good job, buddy.
Express yourself. What
all
can I
right.
say?
All right. Did we do preseason pick-to-click picks on this podcast? I don't know if we did or not.
Yeah, we did. Mine was Ramel Keaton.
Well, maybe if we should go back and look to see if we picked. But who in retrospect?
I remember I had Jackson Ross.
He was pretty good. I mean,
well, not at the start, but yeah,
not the first game. But
I actually love his punting. Like, I mean, it's really brilliant when you think about it. Like, teams just can't return to punt against us. I love it. I was disappointed we didn't pull out a fake at least once, but I don't know. It felt like the situation wasn't really there when we're not going to pull it out against some crappy team, so.
Did you think it was a psyop from the whole off season going? We've got this ridiculously athletic kicker and some special stuff. And the special stuff was 22% of the time he went to the left. I mean, shit.
So who was like the offensive surprise? Other than
John
Campbell.
Yeah, probably him.
Who?
John Campbell.
Campbell being more than serviceable.
I think the running backs being at the level that they were was probably the most surprising, but
did not expect Jalen Wright.
Yeah, we knew it was possible, but didn't foresee it. So
he was
that's a good one.
That's a
gonna
really
miss
good
him.
Nah, not with what we got coming in.
Oh yeah. So I've got the transfer portal stuff pulled up for UT. So in the portal so far, we've got Warren Burrell, Brandon Turnage, Jack Luttrell, Mo Clipper, Mekhi Bigelow, Connor Meadows, and Addison Nichols. Sad there. Any surprises, stuff we want to talk about?
The least surprising is Addison Nichols.
Why? I mean, I thought he was going to start next year.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you even listen to Basilio, bro?
No, what happened?
The staff hates him.
Why?
It's terrible. Apparently, he's just like it's not good.
He's a loafer. He loved the Condridge gray jerseys. That was his favorite part of the year, Matt.
Oh, well, yeah. I didn't know that.
I
Sorry,
will say
Tony.
the most encouraging thing about the transfer portal is that we have a couple of DBs in it. That is, I'm very excited about that. Get them all out of here.
Bye bye.
Um, so some people that we've offered looks like a Middle Tennessee State defensive lineman Marley Cook. We got a Texas A&M lineman Remington Strickland on the offensive line. UConn tight end Justin Jolie. Is it Jolie?
Wait, yeah, Jolie.
Yeah.
Is that offer or
Yeah,
in?
him and Juice Wells are visiting this weekend. From
I want
Juice
the
Wells from
down.
I know,
Apparently,
man.
the word on the street is that we think we can get Jolie. Like we think we're going to get him, I guess.
The Jolie.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
And that we
Yeah.
tampered on the field after the game with him.
Oh no. Oh no. What are they gonna do?
Do you guys want Big Walter Nolan or not?
No.
It feels like if we took him, we would just he would approach like who was that cornerback in 2016 who just could not cover, flagged on every play, major flag to start the Florida game.
Which one?
Just- I mean, yeah, like I'm asking a really dumb question, but we hated this guy, and I feel like if Walter came in, that it would approach that level of hate. He would end up being Garantano-esque.
Man, I'm curious who it was now. You said 2016?
2016, this cornerback, and he was up until he got good. He was a damn it, I'm forgetting all of our players now. This is
Cam
not the
Sutton
night.
was on that team, but I assume you're not talking about Cam Sutton.
I'm not talking about Cam Sutton. Cam Sutton was on the other side. Maybe he was Tank McCullough on that team?
Malik Foreman?
No.
No. Okay, here we go. Emmanuel Mosley.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Cortez McDowell. Oh, I forgot about
Oh.
him. Todd Kelly Jr. Justin Martin. Had to be him, right?
That doesn't sound right.
Okay. Well, good
The
content.
name.
Micah Abernathy.
Oh,
Balin Buchanan.
Baby Buchanan. No, it was not.
Rashawn Golden.
Oh, maybe it was Justin Martin.
It had to be, because he was like that guy. He was like 4-star coming in, and everybody was so excited, and then he just, I think it was probably him.
It's the only one of those names that made. Ugh.
Well, all right,
Anyway.
enough sidestepping. Let's get back to
Let's
Missouri.
play. Yeah. No, we didn't talk about Georgia.
Well, we got to talk about Missouri. Yeah, let's talk about Georgia. We lost.
Good.
Okay.
We lost. Okay.
That first play, though, guys. I mean,
Okay, you were there. Was the stadium really at 136 decibels?
I mean, I didn't notice it being louder than like a normal like. I don't.
Didn't they have a flyover before the game? It's probably when the reading was taken.
I have no idea.
Well, on TV, it sounded like the loudest I had heard Neyland in a while. It had that extra
I don't know.
oomph to it. That was the only notable thing about, other than the fact that I've never seen us not stop someone on third down so often. And that's saying something.
Well, Joe played amazing against Vanderbilt.
Joe did play great against Vandy. I loved his little backwards rubble womble into the end zone that Matt just.
Yeah, death, taxes, and Joe Milton calling his own number in the red zone. What else do you want in life? Good God.
Thank
Get
you.
him out of here. Get him
I
out.
set you up and you hit. Beauty.
I mean, goodness gracious. I saw some tweet. It's like, oh, he got his Senior Bowl invite, and his draft stock's going to skyrocket. I'm like, oh, please.
Let's hope so.
I hope Joe does well. I don't hate him. It's not his
I'm
sucks.
not rooting against the guy. I'm just saying he is what he is.
Maybe that's what we need to do right now is have a post-mortem on Joe Milton. And I think that's a good start, Caleb. I do not dislike the guy.
No,
I
he's
have
a
no
great guy.
I
He has
have
a
no
great
ill,
smile. Go ahead.
but
sorry.
even as a quarterback,
He
I
sucks.
don't have ill feelings. He's just not up to snuff. Not what it takes to run Josh Heupel's offense, and it was
Yeah, and we just wasted a whole year watching it, cheering for it.
Matt, that's what Nico's parents wanted, okay? They wanted little Nico.
Well, when they want to come and be a major college football coach, then they can make that decision. Okay, I'm sure he's sending a couple million back home. You know, let the coaches coach. Let the fans decide, okay? Oh, don't want my baby to play. Don't want him to get hurt. Come on.
Did you see him out there though, Matt?
Yes, you look great.
Yes, but he also looked like you could fold him and put him in a pizza box.
No, he looked like Hercules out there, okay?
Maybe like a baby Hercules or Hercules' 8-year-old cousin.
And he's still the son of God, right?
One of them.
All right.
But Joe needs to be remembered for his loyalty. And I don't know that he was transferring and playing anywhere, so his loyalty might have been de facto, but the fact still remains that he waited and bided his time and gave us the most unmemorable season that I can remember, but still,
And how much money did we pay him for that, huh?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's depressing.
I do not know that answer.
What kind of car you think Joe Milton drives? He looks like a Honda or a Toyota driver. You know, just safe.
I was going to say something not very flashy.
Yeah. What do you think, Caleb?
I don't know anything about cars.
Well, you got one, don't you?
Good point, Caleb. He drives Acura. Drives a very nice, respectable Acura SUV.
But yeah,
Probably.
Chris, you said it. Like, happy he stuck around. You know, crazy situation, losing the job. But, I mean, come on. He is what he is. And like I said, we just wasted an entire season. You know, and I don't know. Ready for next football season?
I think season, yes, of course, but I do think it was at least okay. We've established kind of a hard floor.
I mean, if we're going to do that, where are the freshmen? Where's the line you're trying to develop? We got some of the receivers in, but that was mainly due to injuries, and even when they're there, I mean, hey, don't run downfield. We're going to throw it to you real quick when we snap the ball because we can't throw it downfield. Man. I don't know.
I think they probably fielded the best product that they could with what they have.
Yeah, I don't know if we have any good receivers. I don't know if we have great receivers on the team.
Not right now. Caleb Webb kind of had the look. Caleb Webb had a Cedric Tillman kind of early years look.
I like the young guys. I thought they looked really good, especially Nimrod too, like physical.
Pretty good. I didn't watch any of those guys and think like superstar. Like, I don't know. They're fine.
Nor do I look at Squirrel as superstar anymore.
Yeah, he's the one that kind of. I mean, he's good, but I don't know. It feels like the start of every game. It's just like, okay, here's 10 scripted plays for you, and then we'll never throw the ball again your way.
That's why I really want Juice Wells going forward.
Man,
I'm interested to see. Maybe they are good and they just didn't have a quarterback. I don't know.
Food for thought, you might say.
all right.
My question: Are you? Did this season? Do you think we're still on track? Are you more negative on our trajectory? Are you more positive? Are you neutral? How do you feel about things going forward?
I mean, I'm like fairly positive. I don't think we're winning a national title anytime soon, but I mean, I think we're a 9-3, 10-2 program ish.
Do you think that we have? Okay, if we don't make the playoff next year, what's your feeling then?
Yeah, I would say if we don't make it one of the next 2 years, that's a problem.
I completely forgot.
2 shots.
Are we still losing the whole team next year?
Well, we're either losing. It sounds like the whole team is coming back. So yes, we will lose them after next year.
Okay.
We could lose them all this year, but
who's coming back?
Cooper's core, it sounds like. John Campbell, Omari Thomas.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I don't know if it's been official, but it sounds like he's probably coming back.
That sounds like
Lott, I think I heard he's probably coming back.
Who?
Norman Lott.
Oh, yes. He was a great pickup.
We've got 35 more personal fouls to get next year.
I heard Tyler Barron is maybe not going pro, but also might go to the transfer portal. So we'll see.
Again? Was he going to get another raise?
Wait, does Tyler Barron have eligibility left?
Apparently.
Wow.
Did you see Bo Nix is coming back?
Coming back?
Yeah, to Oregon? I thought for sure he was done. Apparently he's got another year.
I'm gobsmacked at that.
I think next year is the last year for super seniors. Like COVID year seniors, I think. Pretty sure I saw that.
It's a weird time in football, guys.
Yeah.
Is Brew coming back?
I don't know anything about that.
So apparently he tweeted a tight end that's in the transfer portal from Southern California. What did he say? See if we can.
He was trying to get him to come here. Which
Yeah, he said eyes orange. Come on, bro.
He wants him to be because Brew is VFL. That means nothing.
Man, this guy looks just like Jacob Boren. Do not want. Okay.
Got to keep that USC pipeline open though.
Who's our kicker going to be? Is Charlie a senior or?
Charlie Football is coming back.
Oh, let's
He
go.
is?
That's what I've heard.
We had McGrath for 2 years, right? Or was it just one?
I think it was 2. I thought the guy we had.
Like
what's his face was a grad transfer from Indiana.
Charlie Football?
Yeah, Matt, Google it. What year is he?
You pull that up, Jamie.
Oh, trademark. I would. Founder of Always Be Ready. Okay, let's go. Charlie Campbell, Vols.
Find his LinkedIn.
Veteran graduate transfer place kicker at Power 5 level.
It sounds like a website, like his website.
So he's a redshirt senior, so I guess he's done.
I thought I heard.
I'm sure James Wilhoit has us another one ready to go.
So what Who's
What?
train?
What? That's a train.
Train? Which one of by the train tracks they built?
Me. It's me.
Wow.
Polar Express. You guys ever seen the Polar Express?
No, but I need
Probably.
to.
See, I was like that ever since I saw the preview. I remember I went and saw The Grinch, Foothills Mall Theater, and they showed the Polar Express trailer, and I was like, I have to see that. But then I went like 20 years and never saw it, and I watched it last year, and that movie sucks. It was boring and terrible. So every time I see it on like a list of like best holiday movies, I'm like, no, okay, that list is garbage. Yeah, I was not a fan of it. Sad.
Jesus.
All right, Postmortem.
Wonderful. Okay.
Wright's coming back.
Who?
Jalen Wright, right? He's just a
Oh.
junior. Oh, he's going.
No
Going
way.
Small, he's gone.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
There was a tweet that said Sampson was entering the transfer portal. That was fake, though, right?
That was Richard G. West, or somebody.
Oh, he got me on that. No, it wasn't Richard G. West, or I would have known, but somebody got me.
Was it Coach Josh Heupel?
I hate that guy.
It was, yes, I think it was.
Okay.
I hate that clown. Some
Oh,
of our
that's not-
Twitter fans are just, God, man,
I agree entirely, Matt.
weirdos.
What do you make of the bowl matchup? Do you think it's as funny as I do?
Oh, I think it's hilarious. Joe Milton versus Iowa. Oh, man. What else could we ask for? Literally, America is going to wake up on New Year's Day, hungover, many of them still drunk, and they're going to watch Joe Milton attempt to play football against Iowa, and vice versa. Come on now. They got something right in picking all that garbage.
There's a more sense of humor. Yeah, definitely.
Before we get to the Tennessee bowl game, what do y'all think about the playoff? You think they got it right?
No.
No, okay.
I mean, screw Alabama.
That's what I wanted. Sorry, go ahead.
Exactly.
I mean, I have my feelings as me, Chris, Tennessee fan.
Don't give me those. Give me the other ones so I can rip them to shreds.
I want, okay. My thinking was, I think TCU torpedoed Florida State getting in this year, and that's exactly why they put Alabama in. Florida State deserved to be in, but everyone knows that part of the bracket was going to give a cakewalk to the other team to get into the title game, and I think they wanted to avoid that.
I don't understand why, though. I mean, shouldn't the number one seed deserve a cakewalk to the title game? Honestly.
I mean, there's really not that much difference. There's no runaway anyone this year.
Yeah,
They're
the number one team that's coaches set out half their games because he's a damn cheater.
Thank you, Matt.
Okay, but why put out?
Because the SEC is better than the ACC.
Was it this year? I mean, it probably was, but like this year, the SEC was not great.
No,
Alabama,
the Pac
were good, but like there are a lot of very average teams in the SEC this year.
It's truly Pac-12 was the best conference this year by far. But like when I was sitting there at the time, and I'm just thinking about who the best four teams were, it's hard for me to say that Florida State is one of them.
Matt, pull up the SP Plus. Let's see who the best four teams are and see if that should be the playoff rankings. Because I bet you Oregon, Georgia, Alabama, and Michigan.
Revolutionizing airport parking reservations.
Like if you're going for best, you've got to put Georgia in there.
Okay, 4 best with the championship qualifiers.
I was hoping that they would just leave the SEC out.
I mean, honestly, yes.
But I was also hoping that Washington would have lost and Alabama would have beat Georgia, so that way they would have put Ohio State, Michigan, and Georgia, Bama in. So,
No.
so they would show their true colors. You know that's what they wanted.
Yeah, but the ideal scenario was them not buckling to any kind of SEC bias or best 4 teams thinking and put the 4 most deserving and keep the SEC out altogether. Yeah, that was the clearest path. Didn't do it.
Yeah, also, Hugh Freeze could just beat Alabama. And with this.
All right, so. Okay, post-champ week SP Plus rankings. Michigan, Georgia, Ohio State, Penn State.
Penn State's 4?
Penn State.
All right, there's your playoff.
Oregon, Texas, Bama, Florida State, Notre Dame, LSU. 11, Washington. What?
Really?
Yeah, the numbers hate Washington this year.
Yeah. Apparently their defense really brings them down.
They looked so finesse. Like, the difference between the Pac-12 championship game and the SEC championship game was just so stark. Everything looked simple, and everything looked almost like ballet in that game. They were completing everything. They were getting timely first downs. They were both very, very good. It was really enjoyable to watch, and the SEC was just this kind of a gah, 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 gah. It just feels like a completely different type of sport out there. I don't know how that stacks up in the playoff, but I do know that Florida State, if they were in, would have lost to, Michigan? Probably by 3 scores.
The thing that really just got me was Texas getting in and Bama, and they both jumped 4 spots to get in. I just didn't like that one bit.
Are we sure that...
Let's be honest, Texas doesn't deserve to be there. Like, oh, we beat Alabama in like week 2. Congratulations. Like, everybody sucked back then.
Are we sure that Florida State would get drilled by Michigan, though? Michigan beat Iowa, 26-0? I have to think Florida State, is limited as they are offensively, are still quite a bit better than Iowa.
Yeah, I just I hate it for them. And didn't somebody say that they had a watch party in their stadium for the playoff?
I searched high and low to try and find Schadenfreude, and I could not find a single pic. Could not find a single video, so I'm sure that was bunk.
Come on, people, stop lying.
I'm not sorry for him a bit.
I mean,
I'm not happy with Alabama.
Okay, yes, it makes sense. Your starting quarterback got hurt, oh, we don't want you to get embarrassed or whatever, but literally every other player on that field contributed, and they went undefeated, did everything they were supposed to, and because one player gets hurt, nope, sorry, can't help you. I don't like it. In the whole
season, they played LSU, and then at the end of the season, they played Louisville. And that constituted the 2 ranked games that they played the whole year.
That's not their fault. Now, Clemson sucked.
True. Nevertheless, it's what it was. Of course, Alabama's best win was Georgia, and they got it at the end. Georgia's best win ended up being Missouri.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I think there really wasn't a right answer. It was tough.
It's the correct answer.
But it also just made me miss the BCS. Get this human garbage out of here. It blows my mind that everybody was like, oh, we got to get rid of this stupid computer. It just, it's biased towards the SEC and all this stuff. It's well, it was right.
Apparently, this was the first year that the top four, like if you would have run the BCS formula during the playoff era, this is the first year the top four deviated from the BCS rankings. Every other year,
Wow.
the BCS rankings got it, the top four.
That is really interesting. So
I
next
don't know.
year starts the 12-team playoff, correct? Or is it 2025?
It's next year.
Next.
Man, I can't keep up with all these dates now. So
Did you
it's
not hear this was the year that everything ended?
Matt, did you hear about the Pac-12?
what happened?
Chris.
Oh no. What, so we got trains and helicopters. What else?
Say you getting invaded?
What's going on over there?
What's it like in Gaza City, Matt?
That's not on my end?
Okay.
Okay. What were we talking about?
What are we talking about?
Cal and Stanford are in the ACC next year.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, Oregon State too, right?
Nope.
Where are they going?
They're in the Pac-2 with their buddy Wazoo.
Wait, who did you say, Caleb? Caleb?
Cal and Stanford.
Caleb. Are in what? They're in the Big
Cal and
12?
No, ACC.
What? When did that happen? Are you serious?
Yes.
Did you know? Can you guess the other team that's in there with them?
Cal and Stanford Law Firm? No.
Wait, there's another team going to the ACC?
There is
Who?
Southern Methodist University.
Oh boy. Are they any count?
Well, they won a conference championship, but they're playing in the Fenway Bowl.
Oh man.
His future coach, Jamie gets to go play Oregon.
Yeah, that's a wild matchup.
That's
Excited for that. I'm really excited for bowl season. Pull up the schedule, see what games we got. All right, let's finish up our. Oh wait, goodness, forgot this weekend. Greatest rivalry in all of sports. Saturday, 3:00 on CBS. Y'all know what
How are you going to feel watching those Corps of Cadets marching in, Matt?
Like a true patriot. Army,
You
Navy.
Army guy, Navy guy, Matt.
I'm an Army guy.
I'm a Navy guy.
Well, screw you.
Screw you.
Screw
Go Navy,
you.
but you gonna stay for the end, listen to the alma maters?
Oh, I'll watch it all.
Oh, you're
I love that game. My favorite game in all of
sick.
sports.
Are they going to be wearing alt uniforms, Matt?
Huh?
Are they going to be wearing alt uniforms? They sometimes do, don't
Probably. That's all they wear anymore is this weird stuff.
Make it get weird for him.
Oh man, I love that game. Just all the cadets like in the stands and their big long like coats and stuff. Man,
Yeah, I
it's
hope
beautiful.
real cold. I can't stand the ones where it's 76 degrees, but they still have the coats on.
I don't like them being in Foxborough though. I miss Philadelphia. I don't know when.
Yeah,
I don't know
Philly
how often they play there, but
I've never seen them in Foxborough. I've only ever seen them in Baltimore and Philly.
yeah, that's where it's at this year's Foxborough, and I don't like that. Don't like it.
No, I don't like.
All right, anything else on football before we talk basketball?
We haven't talked about the bowl game.
All right.
Go Vols beat Iowa.
Go Vols beat Iowa.
Yeah.
They have 50-degree cornhole board angles in their fan base.
When did the bowl games start? We could do a whole episode on bowl games.
We should do an episode on it. And it would be a bunch of, what do you know about Coastal Carolina, Caleb?
Grayson McCall is in the transfer portal, I think.
Grayson is in the transfer.
Liberty bound.
Liberty bound. No, Caden Salters. Surely he ain't leaving yet.
First bowl games are Saturday, December 16th. 11 a.m.
All right, with bowl games on the next week's pod.
And next week's pod is good. We beaten Iowa.
Yes.
We better.
Yeah, it's a classic no-win situation. Gonna get laughed at real hard if we don't.
I mean, I feel like with how good Iowa's defense is, hopefully they'll have a lot of opt-outs. I mean, they know they're not going to score any points, so. I mean, I'm excited to get some young guys in on defense, who we can do there, and let Joe Milton have his last moment. You know.
I very much want a 9-4 floor. 8-5 is not going to feel great. 9-4, I can stomach 9-4.
Josh being 1-2 in bowl games. Ooh,
Would you rather beat Iowa or get Jordan Seaton tomorrow, though? Because I would much rather get Jordan Seaton.
I mean, beating Iowa would probably be cheaper, but.
Ooh.
Not my money. I don't care.
Why can't I have both?
Yeah, I'm gonna make them both.
Just saying, recruiting is more important than the bowl game, in my opinion.
Should we talk recruiting or have we talked recruiting?
We talked a little bit.
There's really not much left to do other than the portal.
When is the early signing day? It's coming up, right?
That's a few weeks.
Why can't I Google anything and it just give me what I want?
The algorithms against.
Yeah, NSD provider dispatch portal. What? Okay,
Just
National
need-
Signing Day. What? I don't know. Okay, you guys talk while I. try
It's
to
fine.
navigate
I
the
think he's
internet.
the only target we have left, really. So
I do hate that we don't get the real signing day anymore.
That's what I was gonna ask. Are you guys kind of sick of this early signing day?
I think they should just move it to like August 1st or whatever.
My
And then
birthday.
it would,
Like
Yeah.
before the season, you mean?
yes, just before fall camp. I think it would be much more interesting with people making decisions before that signing day, and then have the one in February. It's
Yeah,
just
that'd
too
be interesting.
Huh.
So many kids commit before then anyway.
I mean, I do enjoy the early ones, so that way you don't have to sit there for like 3 months and worry, who's going to flip, what's going to happen. So that kind of makes me feel better. But yeah, I see what you're saying with that. All right,
No,
any
that
more recruiting?
No, get Jordan Seaton, pay him what it takes. Pay the rest of them what it takes.
My last thing on recruiting, I want to get some actual, like, really good guys out of the portal. Like, we got Castles, Campbell this past year. I'm sure somebody I'm missing, but I don't know. They didn't feel like their impact was as big as, or I don't know what I'm trying to say, but
No,
we
I
didn't
know
think
exactly.
that they would. We didn't think they would be the type that they were. So it was a nice surprise. But I want to get those guys. It's like, okay, like a Juice Wells this year. I'm like, okay, yeah, that guy's going to be great for us. So I want to get those guys that I know for a fact are going to come in, hold a spot down, and contribute.
I don't know that I care that strongly, to be honest. We've done pretty good in the portal, and there's not that many, other than quarterbacks, there's not that many like amazing portal players.
Yeah, there are portal players for a reason.
I mean, there are some like Verse for Florida State or whatever, but
Kev, is this a gag at this point?
What?
We got a train, a dog, a helicopter.
I don't even notice these things. And
This is great. I love this.
I can't even believe y'all can hear that. I can barely hear it here.
What?
You need to get out your HOA, man.
All right. Any more football before we talk some Rick Barnes hoops?
Oh, I agree. We need to get good players, Matt.
Yeah. It's simple. All right. So Tennessee also fields a basketball team. And
Heard Rakia's hurt. Is that right?
Oh, I gotta check on that score. If we lost to MTSU, I swear.
Oh man. Hold on to your hats, folks.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Lost by 11. Four-quarter game, boys. We came up
Did
short.
did Coach Fulmer hire Eve Rackham?
Uh,
The
I think that
volleyball.
was. I think that was a Danny.
Was that a Danny?
I think. Pretty sure.
Say like the whole Fulmer firing tree has just been.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
God.
Man, that's wild, Lady Vol hoops. I don't get it. All right, Rick Barnes hoops. Had a rough going in Maui there. What do we think? Ref screwed us against Purdue.
Yeah, the Purdue game you learned nothing from just because
So
way the refs
poorly
called the
officiated on both sides, yeah.
We take too many jump shots. We had basically no inside presence. Our veterans were cold.
God,
In
those
math.
little free throw line jumpers, I was so sick of them by the end of that game. I was like, please stop.
Everything that we had done well against Wisconsin and Michigan State in the exhibition, it just kind of wasn't there. I mean, we weren't bad. I mean, we played pretty well all in all against Purdue, and then just didn't against Kansas. But legs looked pretty tired.
Yeah,
I mean,
sorry, go ahead.
it's just an incredibly tough way to start the year. Everyone that we played is really good.
I do like that, though. I like that we're testing early. We can figure out what we need to do, what we need to work on, who needs minutes. So I really think that that'll help us in March. I mean, I hope it does.
I think we're really good. I think that we're really, really good still.
I'll tell you what needs to happen, though. Rick needs to come out and say, I'm retiring after this year.
My God, Matt.
Hear me out. So that way the tournament committee is like, oh, man, we got to give him one last run. They're going to give us a good seed and favorable matchups, and we're going to march right into the Final Four. And then he just comes back.
Without the retirement announcement, it'll be fine.
I am excited about it. The one thing I worry about is, outside of Connect, who's our go-to shooter?
AJ has been shooting.
He's been great. The thing I hate about this team, though, is there's just too many unselfish guys. And I like Jordan Gainey aside, and God bless him, but man,
I think he'll be fine though.
He was fine last time when he didn't shoot the ball.
He did shoot 10 last night, but
well, it's less.
Him and Vescovy have been in this weird mode of they're either too shot happy or not shot happy enough, and they need to find some middle ground because Gainey murdered us against Purdue and Kansas.
Yeah,
and then we collectively decided to murder ourselves in the first half of North Carolina. But Vescovy not taking a shot last night until 17 minutes in the game. Nobody. No.
Yeah, that's part of the reason I'm not really worried about this team. Is like Vescovy's played so bad and pouting all year. It seems like we have like nowhere to go but up. We'll be fine. Vescovy's too good to be like this for an entire season. ZZ's going to get better. He's been terrible so far.
Yeah. I hate it for him, but he does not look like the same player. Really weird.
He's still past.
He's been still getting better, but
I mean, I couldn't imagine. I would be terrified coming out, surgically reconstructed knee. Like I would just be like, I don't feel comfortable. But hopefully he grows into it. I think another aspect we didn't talk about was Awaka being hurt.
Yeah.
for the Maui games. He
Yeah.
hurt it against Syracuse, right? So he was out Purdue and Kansas.
I thought he came back and played. Didn't he
Maybe
come
he-
back and then he was out against UNC weirdly?
Oh, I don't remember
Yeah.
that.
He did not play much in Maui beyond the Syracuse game.
Yeah.
But last night I was very encouraged when they had a double big set with him and Adu.
Ooh.
And that was a pretty nice little stretch of play. Adu, I think they've made a consistent effort to, like, we know that we have to get bigger and more physical inside, and Adu actually has to physically be there. Like, for the whole season, it feels like he's kind of just been hovering around 3-point line. But last night, saw him take it to the rim. That stretch of him scoring it's like 6-8 points in a row it was the first time since we beat Wisconsin that my eyes kind of okay, something looks a little different.
That's
They've
what
been
I
trying
wish. I wish our offense was more oriented. Like, okay, first options, get the ball down low. Like, let it work inside out. But I feel like we just throw it around the 3-point line, waiting for that open look, and I don't know. I think that forces us into too many bad shots, especially free throw line jumpers.
If we can't connect an open look, then it kind of gets a little dicey. Or if Connect doesn't open cut to the basket, which he needs to do more of, then yeah, we've kind of been a little unsettled. But I do think it's just kind of a chemistry thing. Like, they're trying to work out the rotation still.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
I feel like we're taking good shots and just missing them.
that's also true. I mean, just open jumpers are not going in, at least to the extent that they should.
And we're not even to those tight garbage rims that we have in March. Oh, I hate that. Makes for bad television.
No, North Carolina rim. I mean, North Carolina's rim was a hula hoop. I've never seen anything like that. We were trying to throw a basketball into a quarter pocket. They were just, it was just everything. I've never seen that before. It was like Diana Taurasi. It was like watching Pat play Primo Gino time, and everything would go in. That Tennessee team, I've literally never seen. Not even in Conzo era, not in Buzz, not in Jerry Green, Kevin O'Neal.
Okay, well, that's a lie because those teams were freaking terrible. But
those teams were terrible, but I never ever saw us get blitzed like that to where it was just.
Do you not remember, Chris? You're so full of hyperbole. Do you not remember Jody Meeks coming in here and scoring 54 on us?
Oh, I remember that.
We did good in that game.
Did not have to play Rocky Top that many times that game. Whew.
Okay. I have adjusted to being the fan of good basketball. Of course, that was Bruce era. That was like prime Bruce era. Okay, so that's me told.
We're fine. We're going to be fine.
Yeah, we're fine. What's going to make us more fine?
Winning basketball games?
Going bowling as a team.
Oh.
Christ, guys.
All right, Chris, you're Rick Barnes. You take the team out, Fountain City Lanes, all right? Guys walking in from Sonic down the street, around the corner, got their slushies. And you're going to tell a story about time you took your wife, who was then just your girlfriend, bowling, and take the floor. What you got? So you're Rick Barnes talking to the team while they're bowling. That's a poor setup, but you got it.
It's off the wall.
Yeah, you're so good at this. We got to let the world see your
No.
talent.
I'm good at the ones that I come up with.
Oh.
You can't give me a prompt that specific.
All right, Chris. Okay. Team's bowling, and you come up with an idea. Never mind. Scratch it. All right, you guys ready for Guess That Vol before we get out of here?
Let's hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's have it.
I lost the date. Okay. Where's the date? I want to get the date right. So, okay. January 1st, 2002, Tennessee versus Michigan in the Citrus Bowl.
Jason Witten. Jason
You
Witten.
son of a bitch. All right. Okay, well, you know what? Who was the leading rusher for Tennessee in that game? Because it was going to be a Jason Witten question, but that one was too easy. All right, leading rusher for Tennessee, Citrus Bowl versus Michigan.
Travis Stevens.
Travis Stevens.
Okay. He was second.
Oh. No way it was Jabari Davis.
Nope.
Casey Clausen?
Nope.
Who ran? Man, is this one of your little trick questions? We hand off the ball to. Do we have two 90-yard reverses to Dante Stallworth?
There you go, Dante Stallworth. 2 carries for 44 yards, along a 42.
Michigan's always had a defense.
All
45. That one has aged beautifully.
That was a great game, yes. Enjoyed it. Jason Witten was the best. Uh-oh.
I appreciated the Citrus Bowl account for letting the fans know that despite Steve Spurrier's quote, which is admittedly funny, that Florida ended up being in the Citrus Bowl 3 more times during his era than we would. I enjoyed that.
Great.
I didn't know that.
This was the last time we were in the Citrus Bowl, right?
Yep.
Was Michigan? Yeah. Dang.
This is do you consider this our best bowl berth since that last Citrus Bowl? Our second, excuse me. Orange Bowl last year was by far the best, but since then, is this our best bowl berth?
Maybe one of those Cotton Bowls. I don't know. Probably.
Cotton Bowl was.
I guess.
Cotton
I mean,
Bowl
that
was
was
below
back.
the.
Yeah, that was back before, but I don't know. I have some respect for that bowl game.
Same. I mean, obviously, it's older. I would have more respect for the Citrus Bowl if they'd go back to their old logo.
So you would put the Citrus Bowl in a higher tier than the Peach Bowl?
Well, than the Peach Bowls that we went to, yeah.
Oh, God, that Maryland one.
I mean, it is technically a higher tier, yes, but I don't know.
I do like it. It is a Cheez-It Citrus Bowl, right?
Yes.
So you got your Cheez-Its. Okay, yeah.
Admittedly better Verbo but I'm still very sentimental about the Comp USA Florida Citrus Bowl.
Oh, gosh.
Had the best logo.
Oh,
build up.
You know what thought I had the other day? Remember we've spent some time talking about Jefferson Pilot Sports and some of those classic ones. Remember Comcast Sports South, boys?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
God.
That dude had a great announcing voice.
Which dude? Which one?
The guy on Comcast, CSS, whoever it was.
CSS, man. That was the golden age of sports viewing.
I don't see a Mississippi here on a cold November day. It's raining and hasn't stopped.
Watching us play like Southern Miss and like 5 FPS and like 180p or something. Like awful. Man, I miss that. Comcast Sports South. Ooh.
Everything about that era. I mean, I miss that they would Jefferson Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky. Dave Neal, Dave Rowe, and you'd hear the microphone on in the truck, and this. Brought to you live at 360p. We're like 240. The Ole Miss Rebels.
Oh man.
Yeah. We'll never see its like again. Except I think a contender for it is the CW. The CW had is that Lincoln.
Yeah, we gotta wrap it up.
Gotta wrap. The CW had by far the best games, most interesting games the whole year.
Man,
And
that
they are
ref cam
Train
is-
again, Matt, and that's what you get.
What?
Talk about my train again. Background noises.
All organic phenomenon.
The ref hat cam I definitely want to see in the SEC.
Yes.
Yes.
So we're going to be what? ABC, ESPN next year?
Yes.
Oh man, that's fine.
Burn Gary.
I was so done with Brad and Gary. Brad Nessler, I used to love that guy, but I just can't stand him anymore.
My final statement on the matter is I'm going to miss those two guys. And I'm going to miss that 3:30 game. And I'm going to miss
Yeah.
that jingle.
Some young pups in 20 years going to be doing a podcast just like us talking about Jefferson Pilot, going to be talking about how they missed that CBS game with Brad and Gary.
Mhm.
Oh man, that is sad. I think 99% of the calls I heard Brad give this year were for that freaking Alabama player, Isaiah Bond. It's like,
Bond.
you do this 5 times a game, Brad. Stop. Just stop, okay?
I think he had his foot down, Brad. Every time. It was pretty sure it was in bounds.
Terrible.
Let's take a look. Yeah, look, it's dragging its toe right against the white. You're not going to miss that. Or how every one of our obvious touchdowns. It looked like he was bobbling it. Looked like he was bobbling it. Did he have possession all the way to the ground? Let's take a look. The Missouri game was so miserable. We didn't get one moment of joy because the touchdown that the guy caught, one, he tore his ankle off, and two, Gary says he's bobbling it. And we didn't even get to celebrate anything. Of course, Gary was right because he was bobbling it. Yeah, I'm going to mess up. It was a great show, a great broadcast every time. Gary was a little much, but it all kind of goes into the same pot.
The only thing I will miss is the theme. That's
yeah.
I hope ESPN does something to make it special next year.
They should just buy the rights to the theme.
You aren't looking for. We are coming.
Oh
You'll
yeah,
sit
didn't they
down.
announce somebody is gonna do, or was that for game day?
I think they got rid of that this year. I haven't.
They did. They will need to come up with something that resembles or something that feels like the CBS jingle for the ESPN specific games, the primetime game.
Just do it backwards. Well, if we listen to Caleb's background noises, we'll get a new theme before we know it.
Beatles, Alabama is the best. Alabama is the best. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. No, but this is the podcast where we're talking. I mean, this is sort of the post-mortem on the college football era as we've known it our whole lives, and we've pretty much said,
It is.
Do what?
You were making this out to be like a very important podcast, Chris.
Well, the thought had occurred. It is very important because I thought it was going to die, and we're back, and I'm excited about it. But as we're closing up, the whole thought.
R.I.P. to Kyle. We miss Kyle tonight.
Oh, okay.
Spectacles, testicles, wallet.
Should clarify that Kyle's fine. He's just at a.
Got caught up.
Caught up in something.
I wanted to make a joke, but then I would have to bleep it, and I don't want to do all that extra work. So
You wouldn't have to bleep shit.
Kyle's at a tonight, so he couldn't join us. I'm gonna have to bleep it. Okay.
That's gonna sound good with the bleep. People, they're gonna love it.
Get my timestamp there. All right. Anything else before we depart? I think I only had the 2 anything else's today. Maybe 3.
Kyle wasn't here counting.
I don't care. I thought it was enjoyable. We will have more for you next week.
Yep, and until then, goodbye.